Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newport.
Welcome to legendary Greyhound Field, and it's the Newport Greyhounds and the Walnut Ridge Bobcats playing in the first conference game of the 2019 football season. As it's always exciting to be at legendary Greyhound Field. I'm David Black, along with Hayden Schultz and Ben Black, Josh Nation again on the camera, and he'll be doing all the producing and the directing. Of course, you see our captains that are coming out. But guys, welcome aboard.
It's good to be back. I mean, after last week, it left a little bitter taste in our mouth coming back from Walnut. Didn't get out of there with a win. And like we've talked about, this is the second phase of the season. This is the conference, and this is where it all lies on what you do for the playoffs.
Yeah, this phase right here, they just keep getting more important. You know, the second phase, which is the conference play, it's going to determine where our seeding will be if we're fortunate enough to make the playoffs, which I hope that we will. And expect to be in the playoffs. But very crucial game tonight. Walnut Ridge is 3-0, beating the EPC. They beat Salem last week. Who'd they play the first week?
Mark Tree.
Mark Tree, that's right. Hung 40-something on Mark Tree. They've shown to be a talented football team, and I'm just eager to see, you know, how the Hounds react to that after last week's loss.
And the pregame show always brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates at 2803 Van Dyke Road, 523-3693. And we thank Arkansas Steel for being our pregame show sponsor for many, many years. The meeting of the captains there, you see going on there at the 50-yard line. We're 4.5 minutes away, and reminder that WRMC Medical Complex in Newport, including services of physical therapy. And the Hounds have won the toss and have elected to defer, according to Randy Klepetchko on the PA over there, and what a job he does. But WRMC Medical Complex in Newport, family care at the Newport Diagnostic Clinic with Dr. Lawson and Dr. Hunt. The White River Health Systems, the care you need where you need it. Fellas, this is a football team that played Newport off its feet last year. I think 45-27, is that what I said earlier? But, I mean, this is a football team, and even this year, they have got athletes. They've got some speed. They're not a bad football team. Matter of fact, this is a quality 3-0 Walnut Ridge football team, Hayden.
Absolutely. The running back, Cole Manning, for the Bobcats has already got 567 rushing yards on the year, and that's unbelievable. 189 yards a game rushing. I mean, that guy's been a brute for him. And also Brewer's actually running the ball. They don't have a lot of passing stats, and that's a thing that Walnut Ridge likes to do. They like to ground and pound. They spread you out, and then they suck you in on the run. They sit there and get you 4-5, and then they hit you over the top. So we got to stay awake here and stop the run early.
Facebook Live, Coach Hansley had said that for the Hounds to win the football game, the Hounds have got to run the football, Ben Black. It's our bread and butter to run the football.
It always has been, Dad, and I believe it always will be. We've just been that style of team. That's the style of athletes that we produce, just hard-nosed, good athletic guys in that backfield. We just got to spread them out, put the ball on the ground, and like I always say, we got to play Greyhound football. It was a tough loss last week, but hey, we're moving on. It's the new season right here, and here come the Hounds.
And I was going to say, one of the most important things that we need to look for before the game was Max Black out on the field running down the sidelines, and I believe he is. I see him across the way. So
Foster Baker, Easton McGuire, several future Hounds there.
I love it. I love it. Nothing like being an old Greyhound, watching young Greyhounds. And Ben Black, I remember when you were a young Greyhound. Now you're getting to be a little older Greyhound. Clay Kirtner joins us in the play-by-play booth, as he does each and every Friday night in the John Miner press box, as we call it, named after Mr. John Miner. And Clay joins us each and every Friday night. We have a home game, and we thank him for all his years of service and what he has done for Newport High School and Newport Athletics and our American Legion baseball program. And we're a couple of minutes away. What do the Hounds got to do to win this football game right here, Hayden?
Our defense just got to bowl their backs week. I mean, giving up 49 points last week to a Walnut team that we thought that we were better than.
We felt like we were.
We felt like going into the game we were better than them, and those guys, you got to give them credit. They're trying too, and we just allowed the big plays late, and we didn't have enough plays of ourselves. So this week, I mean, we just can't let those guys come out and take over.
I say look for the Hounds to come out hungry. I say they're going to be a little bit bitter about that game last week, and we're going to come out and we're fixed to get after some Walnut Ridge Bobcats.
Kickoff brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first at 2525 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas. Online banking done right. And Clemmy Alcorn to kick off for the Hounds.
Well, the clock's at 1:42. We haven't even had a chance to reset the clock, and they're going to stop it because of that. The clock was not set yet because I think the game is going to get started a little early. Almost. We were 142 away from starting, and the officials didn't notice that the clock was still running, so they've got it set up now, and we'll re-kick again.
Manning deep for the Bobcats.
This kid can play.
And we'll redo the kickoff. Clemmy Alcorn going to kick a high kick, fielded around the 24-yard line. He's got a little room. He's going to get out of bounds and pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Hart on the return. Excuse me.
There have been Harts playing for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats for years upon years upon years. Talked to Coach Fisher and Coach Ward, the offensive and defensive coordinators for the Bobcats earlier tonight. A couple of fine young men, been up there a long, long time. Of course, Coach Larry Treadway left this program to go to Corning and left a pretty good football team behind.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Here comes motion. Here's the snap. Going to give it to Manning. They're looking for a halfback pass. It's played well, and he's going to be tripped up. It's going to be no gain on the play.
Hey, that's a good job by the Greyhound defense to get a hold there. Chris Reynolds out here doing his job, among others.
Monquel Cox out there on.
He didn't take the bite.
Simmons, Dixon, and Johnson going to be the front line for the Hounds. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to give it up the middle. Played well, Chris Reynolds. No gain once again for Manning. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Chris does such a great job. One-on-one, man-on-man tackling, solo tackling.
All right, Greyhound fans, 3rd down.
Antoine Hardaway and Jakeven Davis at the middles. Jamil Ballantyne and Jadarius Reed at the outside linebackers. Biggers and Cox at the corners. And Chris Reynolds playing a strong safety. And Darren Davis going to be at the free safety. We got a timeout for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little confusion going on there as they were trying to get the play in. We'll get a little breather with 10:51 to go here in the first quarter. No score.
Greyhounds would like to thank one of their previous sponsors, George Gill Motors.
Fathead Pizza, formerly U.S. Pizza. It's Fathead. It's one word, all caps. Fathead Pizza. Clean, newly remodeled building and some great pizza, salad, and sandwiches. You can call ahead at 870-201-1313. Former Newport Greyhound great Joey Hembry and younger brother Marcus at Fathead Pizza. And Norman Baker Pharmacy and crew. Mary Davis. They're located at 2200 Malcolm Avenue in the former Kroger building and convenient drive-through window and filling all your prescription needs with generic drugs when possible to save you money. Norman and Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhounds. 3rd down and 10, and I think they might have been lined up in a wrong formation right here.
All right, fans, 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here for the defense. Here's the snap. They're faking. Quarterback trying to keep Jakeven Davis there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
Quarterback keeper with Brewer, and he had give him about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up about 4th and 7.
Certainly expect the Walnut Ridge Bobcats to punt, but let's see what they do right here. They line up like they're not going to.
Got to play disciplined football right here. Watch the football. 10:26 to go. Clock still moving here in the first quarter.
Darren Davis back deep for the Hounds. And they will punt it away. It's a high punt. Darren doesn't like it. And it's going to bounce. And it's going to be marked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
Hey, that's the way to come out and stop them right there.
3 plays, force a punt, and the Hounds will start with their first offensive possession.
Need to get to rolling right here. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Still no scores. The Hounds take over for their first offensive possession.
Let's see what Walnut Ridge learned about what Lone Oak tried to do to us last week. Let's see if these guys will put 11 in the box. And look at the Hounds spread it out wide. Kind of hard to put 11 in the box when you spread like the Hounds are.
Trips to the top of your screen. Davis, Reynolds, and Reed. Biggers by himself at the bottom. Cox in at the tailback. Eli Alcorn at the quarterback position. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Give this to Monquel. Monquel trying to get outside. Monquel cutting it back up. Monquel Cox is still on his feet across the 35-yard line. Will be brought down at the 38-yard line.
you know, that play right there, Monquel was trying to get outside, and then he found a little seam. Then we got some blocking out there, and he set that edge, and he just cuts it back upfield. It makes a great football move there.
To GoGreenway.com, first down.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Trips to the bottom now. Davis by himself at the top.
He gets one-on-one coverage like they're set up right then not a lot of guys can run with Theron.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Give us to Monquel. Monquel getting outside. Monquel cutting it up. Monquel Cox will be brought down right around the 47-yard line. 2nd and a couple. Monquel rushing almost 84 yards per game. Not the number he wants. He wants to be a 1,000-yard back like he has been in years past, and this could be a good game for him. 2nd and 2 from the 47.
First offensive possession for the Hounds with 9:08 to play in the quarter.
Here's the snap. Give is back to Monquel. Monquel inside then out. Monquel Cox is still on his feet. Gets across midfield right around the 49-yard line. First down for the Hounds.
Just giving it to that workhorse and letting him go to town, baby. I like it.
Another Greenway Equipment Company first down. GoGreenway.com.
8:45, clock moving, no score. Hounds first offensive possession.
Gideon Ball at the center position. Jagger Robinson and Chaser Prince going to be at the guards, and Justin Simmons and Big Weston Henderson at the offensive tackles. Here's a snap. Give us to Davis. Davis getting outside. Davis with a stiff arm. Davis is still on his feet across the 45 to the 40. He's just going to go out of bounds. It's going to be close for a first down. Give him 9 on the play.
I think they're going to mark him a little short, but I thought he got it from up here. 8:11 to go. Clock should stop if he went out of bounds.
Well, the chain gang crew we got, they do it good week in and week out. Johnny Henderson, Steve Westmoreland, Hunter Westmoreland, and Tristan Mount.
Hey, Christian does a great job. I think they all do a good job. Like you said, Westmoreland, Mr. Steve and his son Hunter, and Big Johnny Henderson.
2nd and 1. Jet sweep to Biggers. Biggers has got some room across the 40, 35, 30. Biggers is cutting it up, and Biggers will be brought down right around the 20-yard line.
You know, I don't think he's carried the ball much this year, has he?
Biggers is just the jet sweep guy. We've been throwing it to him a lot. That guy, he plays both ways, plays extremely hard, a senior this year.
I like it.
It's another GoGreenway.com first down, and the Hounds knocking on the door near the 20-yard line. 7:37 to play in the quarter, no score. Hounds first offensive possession.
Trips to the bottom. Davis at the tailback. Here's the snap. Give us to Davis up the middle. Theron Davis is hit at the line of scrimmage, and then it's going to be brought down. He's going to give him a few on the play.
Should be enough for the first down. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was a first down.
Give him 3 on the play. Make it 2nd and 7 from the 18.
Sam's Diner, downtown Newport. Lunch, breakfast, you name it. Lunch, plate lunches that are second to none. Sam's Diner in downtown Newport.
Trips now to the top for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeping, trying to get outside. Eli just going to run out of bounds. Give him a couple on the play. Make it 2nd and 5 from the 16 for the Hounds.
6:52 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score.
Walnut Ridge sound defensively.
Big front they got up front for the defense and the offensive line.
I don't know how big that nose man is, but I know this, he's a big man.
Alcorn in motion. Here's the snap fake, and we're going to give it to Davis up the middle. Theron's just going to fight for what he can, and he's going to get to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Hounds.
It's a big 4th down here in the ball game. There's no doubt we're going to go for it.
They got him listed at 6'6", 330 on Max Preps.
Well, he's a big man. He's a big man. 6'6", 330 is a big man.
Big 4th down and 4 here for the Hounds. Here's the snap fake. Eli looking to throw. He's got Chris Reynolds open. It's going to come up incomplete. And a turnover on downs.
You know, you never want to get down there in the red zone and not score, but on the bright side, you know, it's not real good field position. It's just to be like a great punt.
42 Sports, Alan Russell and all his crew, Facebook media supporting small classification football and all kinds of sports, in-depth reporting. Here's a crazy set here.
Got a quad set out there.
And not all four of those guys.
There's one on the line.
1st and 10 from the 16, empty backfield. He's just going to throw the fade route. Monquell's there, and extremely good coverage right there, and it's going to come up incomplete. Brewer to Manning. Manning, who's been their workhorse for the Bobcats all of last year and this year.
Yeah. Clock stops at 6:13. We still have no score in the contest. 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
Quads once again. Second and 10 from the 16. Here's the snap. Hounds bring pressure. He's going to get outside. He's got a little room. Big hit right there.
That'll ring. Hey, that's a bad boy mower collision of the week right there.
Well, we'll look for that throughout the contest, and the
Brewer's a little shook up there.
I can imagine. I believe he got his bell rung.
You know, when they run that set, the guy on the line of scrimmage, he's eligible. The guy on this side is eligible, and then the other three are eligible.
We're going to have a flag here.
Flag on the play.
It's going to be offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. And penalties was a big emphasis, especially in last week. I mean, I don't know the final number, but I think we had almost 200 yards penalized against us. So 1st and 5 from the 33. Manning going the quarterback position now. Brewer going to go out wide. Still got the quad set to the top. Here's the snap. He's just going to keep trying to get outside. Makes the guy miss. Monquell Cox is there, and Monquell's going to bring him down. He will have enough for a 1st down.
5:40 to go here in the 1st quarter. Still no score.
Going to mark it at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Once again, running the quad to the top. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's just going to throw the fade route. He goes up and makes a tremendous catch. Cole Manning.
That was an excellent catch by Cole.
You got to give that young man credit. That was a great catch, but I want to say Theron Davis did a great job of staying with him and making the tackle. Was that Theron or Monquell? I believe it was Theron Davis.
Well, one-handed snag right there, and Bobcats are moving here. 1st and 10 from the 35.
Yeah, they got a little momentum.
Here's the snap. They're going to go to it again, just throwing it up, and it's going to be incomplete. Pressure right there on Brewer. He just throws it away.
.508 to play here in the 1st quarter. We still have no score at Greyhound Field.
Spencer Mullinax checking into the ball game for Justin Simmons.
Well, the quad set has spread out the Newport defense, and of course these guys make a tremendous play. Great toss, and more importantly, a great catch.
2nd and 10, quarterback trying to keep Jadarius Reed's all over it.
Stole the
Jadarius
football.
Reed's got the
He
football.
stole the football.
Jadarius Reed's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's going to be Newport Greyhound football.
He just took the football away from him like it was a handoff, and he goes back the other direction. Oh, my goodness. What a play by number 8, Jadarius Reed. That kid's a playmaker.
And the momentum is swung there after the big one-handed grab. You thought the Bobcats had all the momentum right there, and then the Hounds get a takeaway.
It takes one play, Hayden. It takes one play for that momentum to swing like that.
Jackson's Funeral Home, our family serving your family, care and comfort in your family's time of need. The Jackson's Funeral Home, 1st down and 10 in Walnut Ridge territory.
From the 48. Here's the snap. The give is to Cox. Cox trying to get outside. Monquell across the 50 to the 45. Monquell cutting it up. Monquell still on his feet across the 40 to the 35, and it'll be brought down. It's going to be a 1st down for the Hounds.
Big 1st down there. Hey, we're driving. We're gonna get it back down here in this red zone. We're going to put points on the board this drive. I'm confident.
Another 1st down brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
4:50, clock moving. First quarter, no score.
1st and 10 from the 35. Clemmy, Reynolds, and Cox going to be at the top of your screen at the trips. Biggers by himself. Davis going to the tailback now. Here's the snap, and the give is to Theron, hitting the backfield. Theron's going to be brought down for a loss of about 4.
Well, we just got whipped at the line of attack, and that play never had a chance to go.
You know, so you have that in football, just busted plays, busted assignments. You know, you're out there working. A lot of guys are playing both ways. You just keep battling.
2nd and 14 from the 30 now. 9 from the Hounds.
Clock just under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and we still have no score.
Alcorn, Biggers out wide to the bottom. Reynolds and Cox out wide to the top. Davis in at the tailback. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Busted play. Eli's just going to keep it. Eli's going to turn it into something. Eli Alcorn getting outside, cutting across field. Eli Alcorn, 10-5, touchdown Greyhounds.
It went from a busted play to a 6-point play there real quick, Hayden, and that's what that kid can bring to the table as the quarterback. Covered a lot of real estate there. Got another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. See Mary Reed, principal broker, and Amanda Reynolds, Carol Ann Young, and Lauren Sampson. All those girls do a great job in the real estate business. We appreciate them being on the broadcast.
Will Kitty the snap. Chris Reynolds a hold. Colin Hill is kick. And it is no good, but your Hounds still lead it here 6-0 over the Bobcats with 3:35 to go in the first quarter.
White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 north of Newport, next to Glass Plus. Get help with assisted living, affordable housing, and several community programs, and certified home care assistants working directly under a registered nurse. And if you need our services or know of someone who does, please give us a call at 523-4982. Ben Black's Lawn Care and Sprinkler System, Ben Black Gravel Service, Ben Black Dirt Work, Ben Black, what else?
Hydro seeding is my new.
Hydro seeding, yeah.
It's where if you don't want to plant sod, or you want to, you need to have some slopes in your yard, or somewhere that you need some grass planted, you come in and you put it in a machine, and it's liquid and it's green, and you come out there and you spray it, and it looks like you're painting the grass, and then a few weeks later, painting the dirt, and a few weeks later you got grass growing.
I like it. You're doing that now, huh?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. How do we get in touch with you?
870-512-8429. If I don't answer, leave a voicemail.
Another First Community Bank kickoff. And Clemmy Alcorn's going to kick it deep to the Bobcats around the 15-yard line, cutting across backfield. He's got a little room. He's across the 30 to the 40. Big block right there, and he's going to be out of bounds to the 45-yard line. Big return right there for Hart for the Bobcats.
I know we say this every week, but these guys are not going to go away. They're another tough-nosed football team. They play hard. They get after you, and regardless of the scoreboard, they're going to play like they're in the ball game no matter what the score is.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Walnut Ridge going to stay with a quad set to the top of your screen.
From the 47. Manning at the bottom by himself. Here's the snap, high snap, and Jadarius Reed's back there. And high snap, quarterback's just going to fall on it.
I've got a feeling Jadarius Reed's going to cause some problems for this Walnut Ridge offense. Excuse me, some more problems.
There you go.
Zach Hoyt told me before the game, he said, I'm telling you, I can just feel it this week. Jadarius Reed's going to have a breakout game, and right now he's correct.
He is very correct. Hoyt's usually spot on with his predictions.
2nd and 23 from the 35. Getting the call from the sideline.
Clock just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
High snap once again. He's playing off his back foot. Manning, open field tackle by Theron Davis. Jakeevan Davis also in on that.
Just takes nothing and makes something on the high snap. Theron Davis there to make a big stop for the Hound defense.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Clock is still moving. Hounds lead 6-0 here at Greyhound Field.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game at the conclusion of the broadcast, and the Mark Hansley report brought to you by Subway and the Walmart Super Center.
3rd and 19 from the 38 for Walnut Ridge. Staying in the quad set once again.
And they haven't thrown to the quad set yet.
Here's the snap, and now they're going to roll out that way. He's pressured. Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson's going to bring him down for a big sack.
Huge play by the Greyhound defense there on 3rd down and long. Brings up 4th down and 19 with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
That's just an outstanding play. An outstanding play.
Just beat his man from the line and made a play, like you say. Hey.
After the loss, it's going to bring up 4th and 36 now for the Bobcats at the 21-yard line. Davis is back deep. Had a punt return last week. We'll see if they elect to kick to him. And they will. And Davis is going to go look at it. And it's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds right around the 42-yard line. So great field position for the Hounds.
MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic at the White River Health Systems at 501 Virginia Drive, Suite C in Batesville. Committed to providing the best possible care utilizing the latest innovations in surgical and non-surgical bone and joint care. The first robotic-assisted knee replacement in Northeast, North Central Arkansas with world-class technology. Dr. J.D. Allen, Dr. Jeff Angel, Dr. Dylan Carpenter, Dr. Wesley Greer, and Chad Grady, APRN, Josh McIntosh, APRN, all at MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic in Batesville.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. From the 42. Cox in the backfield. Here's the snap. Eli's going to look to throw. Quick hitter to Clemmy. Clemmy Alcorn cutting it upfield. Clemmy Alcorn breaks a tackle and then lowers his shoulder. He'll have about 12 on the play. Enough for a 1st down for the Hounds.
Clemmy catches the ball. He turns upfield. He is in between 2 Walnut Ridge defenders. Makes a great football move and just gets extra yards after the catch. Tremendous job of running the football after the catch.
Well, it's throwing the ball not down the field, but throwing the ball on the perimeter right there. And what that does, it sets up the running game because it makes you play a little wider. Makes you stretch the field a little bit.
1st and 10 from the 45, under a minute to go here in the first quarter in Bobcat territory. Here's the snap. Going to throw it out wide to Monquel Cox. Monquel Cox is trying to get outside. Monquel does. Monquel is going to be pushed out of bounds. No, Monquel doesn't. He gets to the 25-yard line, but there is a flag in the area of holding.
Yeah, he's going to bring it back.
And it will be a holding call against the Hound offense. So back us up 10. We don't have a loudspeaker, so we don't know who did it. We just had to take their word for it.
Bring it 1st down and 19 because the penalty was 1 yard beyond where the line of scrimmage was. So 1st and 19 here.
From the 46. Darius Reed coming in the ball game at tailback.
Slant pattern to number 2 would be wide open. Now the safety man moves over a little, still wide open.
Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's pressured. Eli's looking. He's got Chris Reynolds open. And Chris Reynolds lays out, and it's going to be incomplete.
Just couldn't connect on that one. Oh, man. What looked to be a big play. Just a little overthrown and just couldn't quite get there.
Great effort by Chris. And Eli
throwing on the move, you know, having pressure back there and doing all he can do.
It's a tough pass.
It's a tough pass. 16.6 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
2nd and 19 for the Hounds. Trips with Clemmy, Chris, and Davis. Biggers by himself down here at the bottom.
2nd and 19.
A bunch set at the top. From the 46, here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. He's got Clemmy open. Clemmy's going to get across midfield. Clemmy Alcorn will be brought down. There is a flag right around the 47-yard line. It appears to be a horse collar. We'll see.
It's either that or a Clemmy collar, either one.
And that's what they'll call. Hounds get a break there after the big holding penalty, making it 2nd and 19. Now we will have a 1st down from the 32.
Clock moves down to 8, 7, 6. See if the Hounds get a play off. Wait till the quarter will end.
That'll end your first quarter here. Your Hounds lead at 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
Robert Turner, financial advisor for Edward Jones, investors for savings account, savings for your retirement, retirees, college savers, individuals with insurance needs, and individuals with estate needs. Robert Turner, number 62 in your program, number 1 in your heart. As you see the Newport High School cheerleaders there, invested in the community. Sonic Drive-In. What a job the Sonic does. You just buzz in there, you press the little button, you order your stuff, they get it out, it's hot, it's fresh, it's ready to go.
There could be 100 people there, or there could be 2 people there, and they get it out just like that.
They get it out quick. They are very, very quick. The Sonic Drive-In being a Greyhound sponsor and hiring a lot of kids that go to school at Newport. You go in there, late in the afternoon or at night time, and you see the kids that work there, their cars that are parked out front, all of them got Go Hounds on it. So they're high school kids, and we certainly appreciate Sonic for hiring our kids, and our kids do a good job of working at the Sonic Drive-In. Hounds need points.
Swap the field here, make it 1st and 10 from the 32. Reed still at the tailback position for the Hounds. Wait the play from the sideline. LeVar Neal giving the signal. Mark Hinsley calling the play. Here's the snap. Little play action, looking to throw. Eli's pressure back shoulder to Clemmy, and it's going to come up incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 32.
It looked like a little misunderstanding there in the backfield, but we'll get it lined out.
Pressure for Thomas from the Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats got a lot of good-looking athletes out there, more especially, up front, just good-looking kids that can move. The linebackers are solid, and the secondary is absolutely phenomenal.
Here's the snap. Give is to Reed. Reed getting outside. Reed now cutting back upfield across the 30 to the 25-20. Jadarius Reed, stiff arm, will be pushed out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First down again for the Hounds.
Boy, he made a move up here. What did Zach Hoyt say?
He was going to have a big game.
He had a big play there.
And that's another GoGreenway.com first down, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport.
Well, the Hounds have run the football well here in the first half. 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 9. Trips to the top of your screen with Clemmy, Reynolds, and Davis. Biggers by himself. And here's the snap. Eli just trying to get outside. Good blocking. Eli looking to get outside, and Eli will be brought down right around the 5-yard line. Make it 2nd and goal from the 5.
Weston Henderson pancaked his guy down here in the end zone. I mean, absolutely pancaked him.
Listen, I can't see real well, but I saw somebody go down from a white jersey. I didn't know who it was, but Weston was getting after that young man, no doubt about it.
Old boy.
We've got a timeout. We've got a player down right here. We'll just leave it right here and hope this young man's all right. 11:07 to play here in the first quarter. The Hounds lead 6-0. Have the football down near the 5-yard line, probably about the 6. You see the Hounds right there. There in your right-hand side of your screens. Big Weston 75. Heck of a good football player. There's a bunch of good football players in that set right there in that group.
That wad of Greyhounds there.
We're going to be okay here. Shake it up. I want to remind everybody at Arkansas State University in Newport, think of ASU Newport as your guide of a life-changing journey. We take pride in keeping overall costs low and standards very high. ASUN is among the state's top 5 bargains for 2-year colleges, and that's according to collegestats.org. Numerous online course offerings, and the EMT and paramedic programs now offered. And the EMT is a 1-semester program. EMT is looking for new students for the coming up semester at ASU Newport. Indeed, a great place to start.
2nd and goal. Davis now at tailback for the Hounds. .25-second clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Fake to Davis, and Alcorn's going to try to keep it, get what he can. No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and goal from the 6.
Well, when you get up there and the clock's down to 5 and then you've got to make a read, you don't have time to really look at the defense. And Hounds had to get in a hurry right there.
10:45 to go here in the first half. Hounds lead at 6-0 over the Walnut Ridge Bobcats, and we're trying to score, go up another score here.
Well, the Hounds try to run it in. You got a couple of downs to run it in here.
Here's a snap, give this to Clemmy. Clemmy going up the middle. Clemmy Alcorn's, it's going to be brought down just short, and it's going to be right at the 1 yard line. And now we're going to bring in a heavy set here. Hurst, Jakeevan Davis, and Tarwater checking into the ball game. 4th and goal from the 1.
Kind of hard to run against that big nose man right there. You're going to have to run something off tackle.
Little King Kong action, it appears.
Looks like we're going to the right.
Clemmy in at quarterback. King Kong for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Clemmy's going to go backside from the pressure. Clemmy's going to try to stretch out, and they're going to say he didn't get in. Turnover at the 1 yard line, and here comes the Greyhound defense.
Everything was set up to the right. Clemmy thought he saw an opening left, tried to go that way, and it wasn't there. It closed quickly. Matter of fact, I guess it's probably at the 1. 6-0, the Hounds lead. 9:46 to play here in the first half. And a timeout for whom?
The Bobcats.
I'd probably want a timeout too if I had it down on 1. You just have to call the timeout and tell your kids, guys, got to be careful here. You got to handle the football. You can't make any mistakes this deep down in your territory. And if you're defensive coach, Coach Benny Reynolds, you say, guys, play good, sound, fundamental football. Do not let them get outside. Don't let them make a big play right here. Hold them where they don't get a first down and make them punt for their own end zone, and the Hounds should get tremendous field position. Farmers Tire Mart at 1501 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Their phone number is 523-6735. Tires for cars, trucks, tractors, trailers, ATVs, and lawnmowers, and they'll take care of your automobile service, oil changes. They'll check your belts, your hoses. They'll rotate your tires if you need them to. Front end work, brakes, front, rear, and mobile service available. 523-6735. Look us up on Facebook, or check us out on our website at farmerstiremart.com. Bad Boy Mower collision of the weekend. We had one earlier. George Kell Motor Company player of the game, the Subway tailgate, or excuse me, the Subway coaches report, brought to you by the Sampsons. And if you are doing some tailgating during the course of this fall, just make sure you do a little business with Subway. They can fix you right up.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Double tight. Here's the snap. They're going to look to throw here. Taking a shot. Got a man open. Played well right there. Chris Reynolds coming in late.
Well, Chris is just such a presence. Big man out there. And
I was just about to say, watch a shot right here. Watch him take a shot. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 1. Bobcats in their own territory here.
They're not afraid, are they?
Well, they've shown early that they like the one-on-one matchups. When we run the man, they think their guy's better than our guy, and they're going to give their guy a shot.
9:41 to go here in the half.
Here's a snap. Just going to keep it on the ground, Manning. It's going to fight for about 4, bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 5-yard line.
Snap count becomes important here for the Hound defense.
Big 3rd down right here for the Hounds.
Huge 3rd down.
We had a small crowd at the beginning of the game, but boy, our crowd's really filled in real well.
9:11 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
Trips to the bottom of your screen for the Bobcats. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out, looking to throw. Throw it cross field, and it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th down right here.
Well,
huge stop by the Greyhound defense.
Coach Benny Reynolds got exactly what he wanted out of his defense right then. You had them backed up. You wanted to hold them before they got a 1st down. And And these guys may act like they're not going to punt, but let me assure you they're going to. Maybe.
That's not real assuring.
Maybe not. 8:56 remaining in the first half. 6-0 Greyhound. Hounds should get great field position here.
Not going to bring pressure, going to let him punt. Davis is looking to field it. Davis bobbles it at the 35, and he's going to try to jump on it. Ball still live. We don't know who has the football. And they're going to mark it Bobcat football after the muff punt. Just an unfortunate event right there, but you got to bow your back here on defense.
Hey, that's football. That's just football. That's just like them getting a big first down right there on that stop. But hey, our defense will come back out there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to play mad dog defense.
Stop them.
8:45 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
1st and 10 from the 30. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's just going to throw one deep. Monquell's there. He's going to go up. Monquell Cox is going to get a hand on it, make it incomplete.
What a job by Monquell Cox to get up and get a hand on that football and just make a tremendous defensive play there.
The closing speed that our guys have right there, when you see him break across midfield right there, he hits a little inside move and trying to get outside. It appears he's got our guy beat by about 3 yards, and the ball floats right there in the air. Monquell just hawks it down.
He just makes up the difference just like the snap of a finger.
Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 30 for the Bobcats.
8:39 to go here in the first half. Hounds lead it 6-0.
Here's the snap, looking to throw once again. Going to throw a fade route. Looking and almost intercepted. It's going to be incomplete. They just throw it up there. 2 guys there for Newport, 1 guy for Walnut Ridge. You like your odds there. Incomplete, bring up 3rd down.
Need another big stop here from your Greyhound defense.
Clock is stopped with 8:34 to play here in the quarter. Hounds lead 6-0. We're in the second quarter.
Walnut Ridge through 3 games only has 236 passing yards. And they're coming out here showing a little different look.
They're chunking it.
Here's the snap. Just going to keep Manning trying to get outside. Manning is going to be brought out of bounds around the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th at about 5.
And this will be an interesting call here for the Walnut Ridge Bobcats. Do you gamble? Do you think you can get 5 or 6?
Greyhound defense has got to play disciplined football and stay at home here. Watch the ball. Don't want to give up a cheap 5.
They don't go to a true punting formation, so you really never know. Offsides play, and they're going to get the Hounds.
Well, you know it's coming. And still, I don't think it's enough for a first down. Now they'll go for it here. 4th down in inches. Oh, it is enough for a first down. He's signaling first down.
First and 10 from the 40. 8:30 remaining here in the first half. Here's the snap. Just going to keep it on the ground with Manning going to the quarterback. Tackled by Theron Davis.
Just a good job of blocking by Walnut Ridge right there to give him a little seam and make some positive yards.
First down.
Into Greyhound territory.
Clock at 8:10 and moving here in the second quarter. Hounds lead it 6-0 over Walnut Ridge.
You can see the ball resting comfortably on the 48-yard line in Greyhound territory. Walnut Ridge content to run some clock.
Play clock under 5 now as they hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback going to look to throw. He's pressured. Chris Reynolds, big lick. Ball's thrown back, and it's going to come up incomplete. Played well right there by Cox. Walnut Ridge fans want the flag there. not happy with the call, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now.
Great effort by Chris Reynolds.
Yeah, Chris putting the pressure on the quarterback to create make the quarterback have to hurry up and get rid of it.
Second and 10 now from the 48. Clock stopped at 7:38 after the incomplete.
Hounds 6-0.
Quarterback keep with Manning. Manning trying to get outside. Chris Reynolds is there. Chris Reynolds is going to be a tackle for loss. Jameel Ballantyne also in on the tackle.
Spencer Mullinak's back there to make the big play initially, giving Chris Reynolds and Ballantyne time to get back there and bring the man down. Great job by the Greyhound defense there.
It's going to bring up 3rd at about 16 now. And the Hound defense has played extremely well when teams are behind the sticks on 3rd down. Quad set to the top of your screen. Manning by himself at the bottom. Here's the snap. It's on the ground. Jadarius Reed's all over him. Jadarius Reed knocks it out of his hands. Tyler Johnson's going to pick it up. Scoop and score. Hounds are going to score right here.
Woo! That's huge for the Newport Greyhound defense right there. Huge. And again, Zach Hoyt, thank you, sir. He called it. Jadarius Reed with another caused turnover on the defensive side of the football. Just a, golly, what a play. Tyler Johnson there to scoop and score. 6:54 to go. Hounds lead at 12-0 over Walnut Ridge as we await the extra point.
Hounds covering some real estate brought to you by BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Mary, Lauren, Carol Ann, and Amanda at Bratcher Real Estate.
BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Swinging gate here as we'll wait the point after. All sides, and we're going to get them to jump here. And we'll get the ball at the 1. We'll stay in the swinging gate. Point after from the 1 now. Chris Reynolds going to be snapping it here on the swinging gate to the left. Here's the snap, going to throw it out to Clemmy. Clemmy Alcorn's going to get in. 2-point conversion good. Hounds lead it here 14-0 over Walnut Ridge with 6:54 to go here in the first half.
Again, Weston Henderson is him and his guy. They are just getting after it.
He's going to hurt somebody. He's going to hurt somebody. Hounds have a guy down, and anyway, it was just a great play call. And
well, how about Tyler Johnson getting the end zone right there?
Yes, sir. Well, just Jadarius made a tremendous play, and Tyler with a scoop and score. And who's down for the Hounds? Can we tell here on the monitor?
I believe it's Gideon Ball. Hope nothing serious. One of the captains for the Hounds, a senior.
See all the officials there, and I have to look at the monitor a lot. And looking at Gideon's right leg, maybe that's Zach Hoyt. And he's going to be okay. He's up. And thank goodness for that. Hounds lead 14-0. Reminder about NEDC in downtown Newport, working for all of us, helping the area economy and striving for new business and jobs, and working hard with our existing plants and employers to keep folks here in Newport, Arkansas. And John Chadwell and the Newport Board of Directors say, let's keep moving forward with a bright future. Proud past, bright future, NewportCity.org.
Kickoff brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. 870-201-6202. Online banking done right.
Clemmy Alcorn going to kick a high kick. Fielded around the 25. Now trying to cut across backfield. Tristan Griffin and Jameel Ballantyne trying to rip the ball out. And they're all over him. A host of Hounds right there. Kieron Childress, Chandler Allen, Tommy Colbert. Jakeevan Davis, I mean, just all types of hounds right there.
The Greyhound pursuit tonight as a whole has just been fierce. We have just been in pursuit of these guys and just getting after people, and I like it. 6:49 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead at 14-0 as Walnut Ridge takes over at the 26-yard line.
Manning at the quarterback position now. Here's the snap, and they're just going to keep it on the ground with him. He'll be brought down. Give him a couple on the play. Reed and Alcorn in on the tackle. To the 28, 2nd and 8. Jeff Blake, the head coach for the Bobcats, served as the D coordinator for 5 seasons for rival Hoxie.
Yes, sir.
Here's the snap, quarterback keep. Chris Reynolds played it well outside and making him cut back up into the meat. Antoine Hardaway, Clemmy Alcorn, Jakeevan Davis in on the tackle.
I wonder if Coach Benny Reynolds and Chris sit down during the week after practice and at home and go over some strategic planning, because that kid is in at the right place at the right time every single play.
Well, I promise you, Coach Reynolds has been preparing that young man for this moment
for a long time.
I bet he doesn't have a choice.
I bet Chris doesn't have a choice.
That's what I mean.
Well, I know this about Chris Reynolds. He loves it because he played out there in that yard. Him and Cash would play out there every single day. I'd see him throwing it and playing. He loves it.
Loss of 1 on the play, make it 3rd and 9 now for the Bobcats from the 27. Here's the snap. Manning going to look to throw. He's just going to throw one up. Biggers is there, and it's going to be incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Bank of England Mortgage Company, Kenny Thaxton, Senior Loan Officer, Sally Long also. For all your mortgage lending needs, if you want to refinance at some historically low rates right now, you need to talk to Kenny and Sally about that. They're in the Village Mall next to IMAD. Or give them a call at 495-3931. Bank of England Mortgage Company.
Big boot right there, going to go over Theron's head, and he's going to field it around the 37 after he muffs it. Theron Davis cutting across backfield. Big block right there. Chris Reynolds pancakes the guy. Theron Davis is still on his feet across the 40, cutting across backfield. It'll be brought down around the 30-yard line into Bobcat territory.
Chris Reynolds with an outstanding block here at midfield to spring that run. And just what a return by number 2, Theron Davis. 5:09 to go here in the first half. Hounds lead it to a score of 14-0 with pretty good field position here.
Target at the 29-yard line.
Each Friday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., River Country 96.7. Amanda Reynolds and Brian Underwood, Beauty and the Beast, join them on Friday mornings, River Country 96.7.
Hunter Hurst checking into the ball game for Justin Simmons at the left tackle. Fumble on the play. Monquell's going to pick it up and be brought down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 29.
Clock just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trying to go up by 3 scores.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Alcorn, Reynolds, and Reed. How about a shot right here? Flipping Cox to the left side.
We've got one-on-one coverage at the top.
Here's a snap, quarterback keep up the middle, and Eli. And they're going to, we'll sort this out, and they're going to give Walnut Ridge the ball. Thought he was down there, but they strip it loose, and Walnut Ridge is going to get the football once again.
Well, you've seen both teams try to strip it when guys are running with the football and seen some success on both sides. The Hounds will turn it over there inside the red zone. Trying to go up 3 scores with 4:22 to play. And you expect these guys to try to chunk that football.
Yeah, they're going to look out here and find a matchup they like. And like Hayden said, they like the one-on-one. They believe their man is better than our man, so we'll just see what the Greyhound defense says about that. 4:22 to go here in the first half.
Here's the snap. Give is to Manning. Manning trying to get outside. Chris Reynolds first there. And now the ball's on the ground, and Chris Reynolds is going to pick it up. Get in the end zone. Touchdown.
Scoop and score, baby. Number 16, Chris Reynolds on the big defensive touchdown. I believe that's
his third touchdown of the year.
Chris's third of the year. How many defensive touchdowns tonight?
2.
2 defensive touchdowns tonight. That is huge.
What defense getting it done.
Wow.
You knew they had to bounce back from last week. I mean, Lone Oak, they just had a phenomenal game plan against us. They threw the book at us. And our guys just weren't ready. And, boy, have we come out, like Ben said, hungry.
Yeah, we look fierce out there tonight.
It's a Bratcher Real Estate touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate. Malcolm Avenue in Newport.
Here comes Clemmy in motion. Here's the snap. Eli's just going to try to get outside. Eli looking. Eli, 2-point conversion is going to be no good. But Hounds still lead here 20-0 with 4:14 to go here in the first half.
Who made the play? I know Chris scored the touchdown, but
Jakeven Davis.
Jakeven made the strip. Fantastic. Unity Health Harris Medical Center located at 1205 McLean Street in Newport. Their phone number is 523-8911. Emergency room care, home health care, orthopedic services, pediatrics, podiatry services, primary care doctors, rehabilitation therapy services, senior care, surgical services, women's health, birthing center. For more information, you can Google Harris Medical Center and get all the information you want. Now accepting patients, Unity Health in Newport. Lots of great doctors. Dr. Roger Green, been Unity Health for a long, long time, and saw a good, you haven't been on Unity Health Harris Medical Center Facebook page, do so and go look at some of the great videos that they have produced and put on there about Dr. Green is one of them. Dr. Karen Jones is one. And there's a great piece about Reese Keepner.
Now their first community bank kickoff. Go see Billy Keaty and crew, and they're going to fair catch at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Unity Health Harris Medical Center, 523-8911.
.413 to go here in the first half of football at Greyhound Field. The Hounds lead it 20-0 over the Walnut Ridge Bobcats.
Braylon Brown checking into the ball game at the nose tackle. Empty set, looking to throw. Going to throw it over the middle. He's got a man. Hart across the 50 to the 40 to the 30. Hounds are trying to stop him from getting in. It's going to be a touchdown, Bobcats. Big play right there.
I said it earlier and I'll say it again. These kids are not going to go away. This football team is not going to quit. Regardless of the scoreboard, they're going to play like it's a tie ball game.
Didn't take them long there to score, and running the man coverage underneath and trying to stop the run, and that's what they've been doing every year. They're a run heavy team, and they get you to try to crowd the box, play man to man with their guys, and then they try to hit you with something over the middle right there, and it works for the Bobcats.
Was a pretty toss, pretty catch, good athleticism for the Bobcats.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Hounds still lead here 20-7 over Walnut Ridge with 4:02 to go in the first half.
Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care in the Village Mall, professional vision care and eye health care. Latest styles of name brand glasses, name brand sunglasses, prescription and non-prescription. They have a great selection of both. Guaranteed contact lens success program at Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care. City of Newport, the Newport Recycling Center open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and drop-off bins available after hours, accepting clothing, electronics, aluminum, tin cans, glass bottles. Offer a free paper shredding service. If you've got a lot of paper that you need shredded, call ahead of time. Call Bonnie at 217-0070, and she'll be there to help you out. The George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game coming up at the end of the contest and the Subway Coaches Show. And we have, who's in the
Jadarius
house?
Reed.
Jadarius
I don't
Reed.
believe it's going to get beat either.
With the Bad Boy Mowers collision of the week. That was awesome early. Jadarius
Well, if it gets beat
in the clubhouse.
if somebody beats that,
somebody gets hurt.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
And we never want anybody to get hurt.
Jalen Gist, Jamil Ballantyne, Tyler Johnson, Chris Reynolds, Caden Johnson, Tristan Griffin, Jadarius Reed, Jakeevan Davis, Donovan Biggers, Monquel Cox, and Theron Davis back deep for the Hounds.
I suspect they will kick short.
And they will to Reed. Reed around the 35, looking for some room. And it's going to be brought down to the 34-yard line. Extremely good pursuit from Walnut Ridge there on the kickoff. 3:58 here to go in the first half, and we'll see what the Hounds do. They do get ball at half. It would be nice to score.
Yeah, you'd like to.
With no time left, don't let those guys go down there and score again and get ball at half.
Yeah, in my opinion, you always want to put points on the board when you can.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Give us to Monquel. Monquel Cox cutting outside. Now cutting back. Coming cross field. Monquel makes a guy miss. Monquel Cox across the 50. Monquel's making guys miss all over the field. Monquel's finally going to be brought down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Monquel Cox, that boy.
He's got that jig, don't he? Coach Keedy called it that jig.
He can move
Nation
just as quick sideways as he can forward.
I told Nation before the guy said Monquel can go from east to west just as fast as he can go north and south. It's amazing to watch him run.
1st and 10 for the Hounds at 38, 3:35 remaining in the first half. Here's the snap, give back to Monquel. Monquel in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Linebacker coming that time in an open gap. 3:14, clock moving, 20-7. Hounds with a lot of time. 3 timeouts left.
Reed checking into the ball game for Monquel.
Hounds in no hurry.
Hounds looking good in all 3 phases of the game here early.
.25-second clock down to 5, 4, 3. We're going to have to call timeout. Hounds don't get it off. Hounds do not get it off. Or maybe they say he did call timeout. I suspect Coach Hinesley was right in the official's ear looking at the 25-second clock and got the timeout. Had 3 to burn, and we got one there. It was going to save us 5 yards.
2:38 remaining in the first half.
Pee Wee football tonight. Pee Wee football honoring the
recognition of 4th, 5th, and 6th grade football. They're fun to watch. Played Valley View Tuesday.
Oh, they're going to give the Hounds the timeout after the fact, so they penalize us 5 yards.
Great service, great people, and great products. That's the First Community Bank.
That's where they have it marked now.
Just go for Newport. Check them out. www.firstcommunity.net.
So maybe the Hounds did not get it. Obviously, the way it's marked now, the Hounds did not get the timeout called quick enough. So you call the timeout right at the time that the 25-second clock runs out. So we lose a timeout. And you lose 5 yards. So let's overcome here.
2nd and 14 from the 43. Here's the snap. Give this to Clemmy. Clemmy making a guy miss, and Clemmy Alcorn's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, we can't get 33 blocked for some reason. He's playing linebacker.
Third and about 16 here for the Hounds from the 45.
40-second clock down to 20s.
Right at 2 minutes in the first half remaining. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's got a man open. He's got Theron Davis. Theron Davis is going to catch it. Theron Davis, touchdown, Greyhounds.
That's the play I wanted us to run earlier in the first quarter. I just saw, it said the slant over the middle, not the slant, or the post pattern over the middle, the slant over the middle. That was just a deep post pattern right there. Theron just ran right past his guy, and Eli put it on the money. It's there all night long if you want it. You can do that every single play if you would like to do that.
Hound's going to cover some real estate here. Mary Reed and crew, Bratcher Real Estate, BratcherOneRealEstate.com at 732 Malcolm. Hound's going King Kong here. Reed at the quarterback. Here's the snap, and Reed will keep it right, and then trying to get in. 2-point conversion.
Looks like
is good. Hounds are going to still lead it here, 28-7 with 1:53 to go here in the first half.
Walnut Ridge showed that they could score within seconds, so we're just going to have to play a little prevent and not give up the big one.
Yeah, Mary Reed at Bratcher Real Estate, Amanda Reynolds, Carol Ann Young, Lauren Sampson. 28-7 now in favor of the Hounds, and a pretty good answer there. Just hard to cover Theron one-on-one when he can cut off a corner and the safety can't do anything about it. So the Hounds will kick off with 1:53 to play here in the first half, leading 28-7. And that's a big momentum swing after Walnut Ridge scores the big pass play. Hounds come right back and score to retake a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, huge crowd on hand. That's a good shot, Josh. Thank you, sir.
Right now, Osceola 28-7 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter over Hoxie.
Wow. I thought Hoxie might have a chance to win that football game, but maybe Hoxie's not quite as speedy as I thought they were. I like Osceola's dominating that football game.
Another First Community Bank kickoff. 25-25 Malcolm Avenue. Colin Hill's going to kick it to the 30-yard line and finally be brought out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Good field position here for the Bobcats, and we'll see if they try to take a shot here early or if they're content with going half. Defense has 2 touchdowns here for the Hounds.
No, they're going to go for a touchdown, I promise you. They will not be conservative here.
Look for the wheel route. To number 21.
5 wide, empty backfield. Trips to the top.
Could be coming right here, Ben.
Here's the snap. They're looking to throw. Picked off Jakeevan Davis. Jakeevan Davis has got room to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Greyhounds. 3rd touchdown here for the Hound defense. And I know Benny Reynolds is pumped right now.
He is loving that, and I tell you what, I am too. I'm proud of our defense. We've stepped up tonight after taking one on the chin last week to Lone Oak. But what a night for the Greyhound defense. What a half. What a half for the Greyhound defense.
When your defense can score like you're scoring tonight, it certainly makes it easier for you to win football games.
I'm telling you, right when we said the wheel route right there, Ben, you just said it to 21. I could hear Benny Reynolds from the sideline yelling, 21 wheel, 21 wheel, and we played it perfectly. Jakeevan just in the right spot and going to get in the end zone as we wait the point after. Another Bratcher One Real Estate. Go see Mary Reed and crew. And the point after is up and no good. Hounds still lead here 34-7 with 1:38. Covered the real estate there in about 12, 13 seconds.
Yeah, they were quick. And Lauren Sampson, Caroline Young, Amanda Reynolds also joining Mary there. And they have a great real estate company. And for all your real estate needs, give those folks a call at 523-5100. And, of course, last week I was talking about Riverboat Real Estate, which that's me, and I don't do anything with Riverboat Real Estate. so anyway, glad to give myself a plug occasionally, though.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, and a reminder that Our football game is brought to you by El Puente Restaurant. You can call in, drive through, pick up your order at 523-2369. We've talked about El Puente on our football broadcast for the last several years. It's just simply the best Mexican food anywhere in the world. Delicious lunch specials and great for what I call supper at nighttime. Cheese dip, salsa. I like their tacos. I like their fajitas. I like their fajita nacho salad. There's not anything there that I dislike, and I love their iced tea. And the service is simply outstanding.
Another First Community Bank kickoff in Newport, Arkansas. Online banking done right. Clemmy Alcorn going to kick it to about the 32. Cutting cross backfield. Manning looking for some room. Going to stick his head down and be brought down around the 43-yard line. Good field position here again. Now, David, I'm going to ask you again, what do you do here when the defense has now got 3 touchdowns on you? Do you still take a shot here at half?
Well, I don't know that. I'm thinking for you to have any chance to win the ball game, you can't be down 34-7 at the half. So I'm thinking you got to try to score. I think you got to do everything in your power to try to score and hope that you can execute your plays properly from the offensive side.
21 wheel route.
Yeah, here it comes right here.
Empty backfield again. Looking. Got 21 open, and he's going to be brought down around the 44-yard line into Greyhound territory.
Great coverage by the Hounds. Theron.
Number 2, Theron Davis on that great coverage. 1:25 to go here in the first half. Hounds lead at 34-7 over the Walnut Ridge Bobcats.
That play sets up, that quick out pattern sets up a quick out and up, or a down, out, and down, they used to call it. Quad set to the top.
Still watch this single side here at the bottom. 1st and 10 from the 44. Offsides play, and no doubt we jump there. Bringing pressure. Now 1st and 5 from the 39. Here's to stay in the quad set. Under a minute to go in the first half. Here's the snap, pressure. One-on-one, going to throw it to Manning. Manning trying to make Davis miss, and he's going to be out of bounds. Jamil Ballantyne also on the tackle. Clock's going to stop at 47. Antoine Hardaway checking in the ball game for Ballantyne. Spencer Molinak's getting a lot of snaps here tonight at the defensive end position. Senior defensive lineman. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback's pressure. Shadarius Reed's going to hit him. Now he's just going to throw up a prayer. He's got a man wide open, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
I don't know what happened on the coverage, but we just gave up on him, and that's why you continue to play.
.38 seconds to go. Walnut Ridge putting points on the board, making the score 34-13 as we await the extra point.
Snap hold, kick it, it's blocked. Chris Reynolds is going to block the extra point. It's going to be 34-13. Hounds lead it with 38 seconds to go in the first half. What a night he's having.
Chris Reynolds, hey, love watching that kid play.
As well as the Hounds have played defensively, with 3 scores. And boy, here in a little bit, Josh, if you can, go to the right end zone here before this kickoff. All the way to the other end and try to show that lineup of Pee Wee football players and cheerleaders. And
that's our future right there.
From there all the way down. Just keep going all the way down. We'll get back to the kickoff. Lined up from one end to the other in celebration of our Pee Wee football night. Wow. All right, now here we go. Back to the action. Thanks, Josh. Hounds have plenty enough time to score. You just don't force anything.
High kick, Jadarius Reed going to field it around the 37. Jadarius is going to be brought down there. We'll see what the Hounds elect to do here with 36 seconds to go in the first half.
Don't think there was a referee in the area to see it, but boy, it looked like from up here that we got a little face mask there. As Jadarius adjusts his helmet.
36 seconds to go, 34-13 in favor of the Hounds. Will the Hounds be content to go in? You don't want to make a mistake offensively and give them a cheap touchdown.
Here's the snap. Give us to Monquel. Monquel Cox cutting outside. Monquel getting across the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
Does a good job of knowing where he's at on the field and getting out of bounds.
And the Hounds still with 2 timeouts left. Well, they have time to do some things here.
We throw right here, throw to the field side. It's got a lot of grass, and we're going to give it up the middle to Monquel. Monquel Cox across the 50. Monquel will be brought down around the 47. And the Hounds elect to call a timeout quickly.
Clock stops until they get the chain set. With only 26 seconds to go. Coach calls his second timeout here, and you've got to be wise offensively to use your sideline. Still with a timeout left, you can use any offensive play that you want to use. Hounds are a threat anywhere on the field. Look at those kids.
Well, that's exciting to see that.
Lots of good things going on right here in Newport. Newport High School, Newport Elementary School. Come be a part of it, folks. Come support our kids.
First and 10, Eli under center. Here's the snap. We're going to give it toss to Theron. Theron trying to get outside. Theron Davis with a little block, and Theron across the 40 to the 30. Theron Davis is going to get in the end zone, but there is a flag in the area of holding. Well, the kids fired up right there. Theron waving at him as he runs into the end zone. It is in the area of holding, so we'll sort it out.
I love the play call.
I love the touchdown.
First time going under center this year. And a bunch set to the bottom, trips. Quick toss.
Well, that touchdown would have been huge. Hounds up by 21 here, 34-13. Still with a timeout left. 16.4 seconds to go. 1 timeout left, but first down 15-16.
Here's the snap. Eli's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it out to Theron. Theron Davis across the 50 to the 40. Finally pushed out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It'll be another holding call.
We'll see.
He pointed towards the defense. Nope.
Another hold against the Hound offense. Now you believe with 10 seconds to go, here you just take the knee and go into the half. Satisfied with your performance the first half.
Well, I'll take a 3-touchdown lead at any time.
Hounds on pace to score 68.
And been a lot of defensive scoring.
Eli under center. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Theron. Theron Davis trying to get outside. Theron Davis does get outside. Theron's got a little room. Theron Davis trying to make one guy miss, and he does. And Theron Davis will be brought down around the 30. We tried to get the timeout call. He was brought down before the time expired.
And I believe they're going to put one more play, yeah.
Walnut Ridge is going to the locker room.
There's going to be some discussion. First of all, the clock would stop
at the first down.
When he makes the first down, when he's down, the clock would stop there. And then you would have time to call timeout because you have to wait for the change to reset to start the clock, and you had a timeout. Who's down for the Hounds?
Theron.
Theron. I think they're going to give the Hounds another play. I mean, rightfully so. The clock was running, and when the play is down, the clock should stop when the official blows the ball dead. It has to be done on the official's signal. Not so sure I wouldn't blame Walnut Ridge for being a little disappointed here.
Hounds will get one play here.
Number 16, Chris Reynolds.
Here's the snap. Reverse pass, looking to throw, and we're going to throw it underneath to Monquell. Guy falls down, Monquell hurdles him. Monquell will be brought down, and it's going to conclude the half. Hounds are going to lead the first half here, 34-13 over Walnut Ridge.
And I will remind everybody the football game is brought to you by Merchants Planners Bank, the main office, 2nd Hazel Street in downtown Newport, MNPBank.com, the Solution Center in downtown Newport, and M&P Insurance Services, the new location at the corner of Front Laurel Street in downtown Newport. St. Michael's Place, short-term rehab therapy, long-term home-like environment, beautiful, beautiful remodeled building, and be sure to watch us on the Business Spotlight at Cable 15 TV. Go Hounds from St. Michael's Place. And Our Care RX Pharmacy at 1117 McLean Street, Newport, locally owned and locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner offering full-service pharmacy, including specialty compounds, large selection of over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and supplies. Medical supply store, free delivery. Let us help you be well at 870-523-5555. Hounds lead 34-13. Second half action is next. All right, guys, 34-13. We just mentioned that, and had a great Facebook Live interview. And it's the Walnut Ridge Bobcats. Look at the crowd on hand. Pee Wee football night. Well, you know, we talked about it, and just what a great group of kids and involved. And 3 different teams, 3 different grades. 3rd and 4th grades are playing, I assume. But anyway, Walnut Ridge to kick to the Greyhounds. Hounds lead 34-13. Guys, what do you expect here in the second half, Ben?
Well, I say just pick up where we left off. Keep putting points on the board. We'll take the points any way we can get them, defensively, offensively. Doesn't matter to me, but I like scoring.
Hayden?
Keep plugging. Keep plugging. That's going to be the motto for this year. Keep plugging.
First Community Bank kickoff coming right up, and we're ready to go. Second half action. Here's Hayden Schultz.
It's going to be a high kick. Clemmy Alcorn to the 35. Clemmy looking for some room, cutting across backfield. Clemmy Alcorn's going to be brought down right around the 44-yard line. Good field position for the Newport offense.
Yeah, good little return there by Clemmy. We'll set up shop just shy of the 50-yard line. We'll see what this Hound offense has drawn up at half.
You know, you go in at half, and offensively, you know, you're talking about, you know, you're going to get the football back, and, you know, the plan is to drive down and score, and defensively you want it ready. So, you know, guys, we've got to hold them right here, get the ball back, and then we'll take it down and score on our first offensive possession.
Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Monquell Cox up the middle. Cox is going to be brought down right around the 48-yard line. Give him 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
A good little run up the middle. Positive yards with Monquell. Been successful all night.
Well, Hinesley said in the Facebook Live interview, we're going to run the ball, we're going to run it inside, we're going to run it outside, we're going to run it in, out, in. We're going to do everything.
He said we're going to run it.
2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Give is to Cox. Cox up the middle. Cox got a little room. Monquel Cox is still on his feet, getting pushed.
Monquel just driving the pile there.
To the 41-yard line. First down for the Hounds.
Greenway Equipment Company first down there, and you saw that offensive line of the Newport Greyhounds getting in to the big pile and getting the push. We'll name them here momentarily. I hear a buzz. There we go.
Weston Henderson lost a shoe. Got to put it back on real fast. Well, you know you're blocking hard when your shoe falls off.
Well, he's been dynamite tonight.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the snap. Give us to Cox outside. Monquel looking for a hole. Monquel cutting it up. And Monquel will be brought down around the 39-yard line. Give him a couple.
10:40 remaining here in the third quarter, just underway. Hounds lead at 34-13 if you just joined us. 3 defensive touchdowns in the first half for the Hounds.
Second and 8 from the 39 for Newport offense. Kevin Davis checking in the ball game for Clemmy Alcorn. Reed going to the tailback position. Here's the snap. Give to Reed. Jadarius making a guy miss. Jadarius is going to be brought down around the 40-yard line. Here comes a late flag. Don't know the flag. They're going to say horse collar against Walnut Ridge.
We'll take it. It's a big penalty against the Walnut Ridge Bobcat defense. They trail by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. That's going to move the football inside the 30-yard line to about the
26.
Okay.
1st and 10 from there. Reed still in the ball game at tailback.
9:58 to go.
Here's the snap. Fake the handoff. Eli Alcorn breaking the tackle. Eli just looking for some room. He's going to be brought down for a loss of a couple. Eli initially had a couple yards and then spun off trying to get outside, and great pursuit from the Bobcat defense. Huge front they got for the Bobcat defense.
Dad, I got to visit with Zach Carson down there at halftime.
Is that right? How's Zach doing?
He's doing well.
Former Walnut Ridge Bobcat who played a little American Legion baseball for us here at Newport. Zach Carson.
He said tell you hello.
That's fantastic. He's a good kid. I recruited him personally.
Here's the snap. Quick hitter going to throw it outside to Theron Davis. Theron Davis has got room. Theron Davis going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown. Great blocking on the perimeter. Weston Henderson once again putting a guy on his back.
Yeah, he comes from his offensive tackle position. It's just kind of a quick little bubble screen. And Weston comes out from his offensive tackle spot and just pounds on some guy. That's a great job of offensive line play. Good protection from the rest of the offensive line and a touchdown for the Greyhounds. Theron made it look easy.
9:04 to go. Hounds lead at 40-13 as we await the extra point.
Hounds covered some real estate there at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. The extra point is up and blocked. Hounds still lead it here 40-13 with 9:04 to go in the third quarter.
And the football game is brought to you by Iberia Bank, located at 200 Olivia Drive here in Newport, offering all types of banking services. And good luck to the Newport Greyhounds from Iberia Bank. The Dillinger Funeral Home, a life celebration home with a commitment to caring. We strive to help every family create a special ceremony that reflects the life of their loved one at 523-3633. And the Newport Food Mart, the Shell Station right beside Cable 15 TV. Get the best crispy, crunchy chicken that you can find from Ali at 1020 Highway 367 north of Newport, 870-495-3907. If you want to get a big order, their fried chicken is simply second to none. And Brenda Benish, Modern Woodman of America, making positive impact in our community. Brenda Benish.
Students must remain in the stands unless accompanied by an adult.
Try to get the kickoff team here. Monquell Cox, Sean Alcorn, Biggers, Reed, Tristan Griffin, Dontavius Wakefield, Kieron Childress, Jamil Ballantyne, Caden Johnson, and Tommy Colbert. Now the First Community Bank kickoff. Clemmy Alcorn, Squibber. Ball still on the ground. He's going to get on it around the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 from there.
.9:01 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds lead it 40-13 over the Bobcats.
Don't go away just yet, I'm telling you. Walnut Ridge is just a gritty group, and they're not going to give up. Empty backfield. Brewer by himself, trips to the top. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Out pattern. Played well. Monquell Cox is going to wrap him up and bring him down. Gain of about 9 on the play.
Great stop there by Monquell in the defensive back position. 21, he can catch it.
At half, Bobcats only had 13 rushing yards. I mean,
had several snaps that went over the quarterback's head, and we sacked him a couple of times. And
the quarterback and running back for Bobcats, one averaging 113, one averaging 189 per game. Kayvon Dixon coming to get after him. Big lick on the sideline. Ball's thrown up and incomplete, but it's going to be a late hit here on the sideline.
There's a flag on the play.
We hit somebody late?
Yes. Did a personal foul against Newport. Automatic first down and going to give them 15 yards. Now in Newport territory at the 45-yard line. Walnut Ridge still slinging the ball around here with 8:12 to go in the third quarter. Trips again to the top. Here's the snap. Quarterback pressure. Clemmy throws it up. Played well right there. Theron Davis all over it. Incomplete.
What a move by Theron Davis just to go up and bat the ball down. Tremendous job of defense there by the Hounds.
He's just a ball hawker.
Yeah.
Dr. Roger Green and staff at Green Family Medical Practice, delivering primary care services for all members of the family, from kids to seniors, at Dr. Roger Green and staff at the Green Family Medical Practice.
Incomplete pass is going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 45. Trips again, empty backfield. Brewer by himself. Hounds bringing pressure. He's just going to throw off his back foot. He's got a man open, but it's going to be picked off Theron Davis. Theron's going to go down around the 31, and the Hounds will have the ball once again.
Great pick by Theron with 7:50 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds up 40-13. That's a 27-point lead in the football game, brought to you by Ellis Automotive, saying, "Go Hounds." If you have any automobile needs, stop in and ask for a free quote. They're located at 200 South State Street. Kind of a new building, a new facility that they have there. Open Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Saturday from 7 to 12. Like us on Facebook at Ellis Automotive. Their phone number is 201-1514.
Here comes Davis in motion. Fake there, going up the middle to Reed. Jadarius Reed, big lick right there around the 36-yard line.
Great block by Chase Prince in there at that offensive guard on a trap block. Getting after folks. This offensive line has done well tonight.
When they play well, the Hounds play well.
Yes.
Offensive, defensive, special teams. I mean, when the offensive line's clicking like it is tonight, the whole team is playing well.
Hounds lead 40-13, 7:18 to play in the third quarter.
Give him 5 on the carry, make it 2nd and 5 from the 35. Here comes motion with Biggers. The give is to Biggers on the jet sweep. Biggers getting outside. Biggers cutting it up. Biggers will be brought down around the 40-yard line. Once again, Weston Henderson's midfield blocking this guy.
Just 15 yards downfield blocking, getting after folks. that's just tremendous effort on that young man's part.
It's hard for me to watch both. I like watching the offensive line, and you also have to watch the guy getting the ball. But, man, when you get to see that and you look up and see an offensive lineman 15 yards downfield blocking, you just love it, especially coming from an offensive lineman.
As what we were. Ben Black's a tight end. You were a blocking tight end. Coach Brandon threw you the football one time.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 40. Here's a snap. Reed hit in the backfield. Now he's going to get outside, and Shadarius is finally going to be brought out of bounds around the 47. Give him 48. Second at about 3.
Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective, is your home bug. Do you feel your privacy is invaded? You're looking for termite and pest control. Call Lonnie at 870-503-1800. The pest detective, Lonnie Hahn.
Caden Johnson in the ball game. Head wide receiver to the bottom. Here's the snap fake. Going to look. We got a man wide open. Theron Davis is going to go back to get the ball, and it's going to come up incomplete. Just a little underthrown right there. Guy playing tremendous defense.
Yeah, the guy was, playing great defense all over him and just couldn't come down with it. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds lead it 40-13 over Walnut Ridge.
Here we go again with the tackles lining out with the receivers. Hounds trying to go quick. Offsides play doesn't fall for. Empty backfield right now for the Hounds. Simmons and Henderson are lined out wide. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's pressured, and it's going to be a sack. There is a flag on the play.
I think, where's the flag? Down here.
Midfield.
Thrown from the back, Judge, maybe? Or from the holding judge?
Ineligible receiver downfield for the Hounds.
We didn't throw the ball. We didn't throw the ball.
I'm with you.
I'm at a loss for words.
It's going to bring up 4th and about 13, so we bring the punt team on. Will Kitty, good snap. Colin Hill going to punt it. Low end over end punt. Hits about the 40, and they're going to let it roll. Takes a good Newport roll to the 15-yard line. 43-yard punt, as Randy C. says it on the loudspeaker.
Two chicks, nursery and gifts, and homecoming coming up. They've got mums ready for everybody, and it's football season, fall weather, and they go hand in hand, and flower beds and front porch ready for cooler temperatures. They're coming, folks, I promise you. Let us know what you need for your fall decor. Call Jen and Amanda at 523-3514 or visit them at Malcolm Avenue, 1002 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. The Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We're more than just a building center. You get paint, carpet, Carhartt clothing, go along with everything you need for your building projects. Ace is the place on Highway 367 North in Newport, the Churchman family. 5:56 remaining third quarter, 40-13, a 27-point lead. The Hound defense back on the field.
Play clock's under 10, and Walnut Ridge doesn't have a play. And they will elect to call a timeout.
Timeout, Walnut Ridge. Independent Insurance Services, downtown Newport, hometown agent, working hard to protect all of our young families. The right coverage,
Fletcher Land Surveying Arkansas, experienced professionals, competitive rates. Mark your property lines, locally owned and operated by former Greyhound Kenny Fletcher. Give him a call at 870-523-5625 at 223rd Street, Newport.
I'd like to say something about old Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha Fletcher. You need to give him a call if you're in the flood zone.
Right.
he can do a certificate, and it cost you nothing extra, but he'll give you a certificate and come out and they'll survey your property. And if you are in the flood zone and they're making you pay top dollar flood insurance, if your house elevation meets a certain number, there's a magic number there, he could lower your bills tremendously on your home insurance, even in the flood zone.
Wow. So check with Kenny and let him come out and give you a little survey and tell you where you are, the elevations, and
he goes above and beyond. I've had him survey several things for me down through the years, and
he's a great guy.
Yeah, just a phone call away, glad to help. Anytime you need anything, he's there.
Cha-cha.
1st and 10 from the 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Chris Reynolds is there. Chris, incomplete, played well by the Hounds.
Thought we might get a little pick there, but the Walnut Ridge offender turned into a defender.
I like that. Brian Smith, agency manager, Farm Bureau Insurance. Insurance that meets you where you are. Auto, home, life insurance. 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946. Brian Smith at Farm Bureau Insurance.
2nd and 10 from the 15, 5:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds still lead 40-13 over Walnut Ridge. Here's the snap. Quarterback just going to keep trying to get outside, cutting back. Played well right there. Leave Kevin Davis in on the tackle.
Well, he's all over the field, isn't he?
Yeah, Chris Reynolds there too. Jakeven and Chris both just.
I like our bunch.
I like this bunch. I think this bunch has got a chance to be a super duper football team.
Going to give him 3, make it 3rd down and 7 from the 18. Hardaway checking out of the ball game. Jamil Ballantyne checking in.
Come on, defense, a little pressure here.
Hounds man across the board. Here's the snap, fake, play action, looking to throw. It's just going to throw a jump ball. And they're going to call it incomplete.
Brings that 4th down.
29, Caden Johnson in there, playing a little corner.
Yeah, and great defense too.
Yeah. So many sophomores that are, getting so much tremendous amount of playing time.
I just got a text message from my brother, Coach Kenny Black, said, never seen an ineligible receiver downfield and no pass thrown. It's just what we talked about. You can't have one.
4th and 7 from the 18. Theron Davis is back deep as we await the punt, and they're going to punt it away from Theron. Great punt. Not going to take a good bounce. And they're going to down it at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for Newport from their own 48-yard line.
Back to that call, I don't even understand how you could make that mistake. I mean, with him dropping back, does him dropping back make it a pass?
No, a pass makes it a pass.
That's kind of what I thought.
I mean, you can drop back and then run a reverse. Yeah, run a reverse. And
quarterback draw.
Yeah, quarterback gets sacked. You can't. I mean, he was back there running in a direction. He wasn't just waiting there.
1st and 10 from the 48. Davis in at the tailback. Here's the snap. Give is to Davis. Theron hit in the backfield. Theron looking for some room. Theron's finally going to be brought down. No gain on the play.
4:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds lead it 40-13 over Walnut Ridge.
Second and 10. From their own 48. Here's the snap, gives to Davis. He's hitting the backfield. Theron making a guy miss. Theron cutting across the field. Theron Davis is going to be brought down around the 43-yard line.
The guys from Walnut Ridge had it played textbook perfect, and Theron just made an athletic play. It just stopped and just to stop and go, and just made something out of nothing. Great job, number 2. 3:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and a short 1 here for the Hounds. In Bobcat territory. From the 43. Here's the snap. Give this to Cox. Monquell trying to get outside. Monquell is going to get outside. Monquell stiff arm. He's going to be across the 40 to the 35 and then out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Well, Monquell getting a lot of carries here in this contest.
It's another Greenway Equipment Company first down. GoGreenway.com. Check out all their inventory.
3:33, clock stops after the first down and out of bounds.
1st and 10 from the 30. Here's the snap. Give this to Monquell up the middle. Monquell making a guy miss. Monquell jicking and jiving, and it'll be brought down right around the 22-yard line. Give him 8 on the play.
The Doyle family farm saluting the Newport Greyhounds for many, many years, supporting our program. Mickey Doyle and family and Tinker. And we certainly appreciate the support here on Cable Channel 15 TV from the Doyle family farms.
2nd and 2 from the 22. Here's the snap. Give this to Monquell. Monquell cutting back. Monquell will have enough for a first down and be brought down inside the 20-yard line. Another first down brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. GoGreenway.com.
DB.
1st and 10 from the 17 for Newport.
2:43, clock continues to move.
Reed now in at the ball game at the tailback position. Reed's hitting the backfield and be brought down for a loss around the 21-yard line. Loss of 4.
.222 to go here in third quarter. Hounds lead it 40-13 as they're knocking on the door of another touchdown.
Walnut Ridge just trying to stop the run here as best they can, bringing a lot of pressure. We'll see what the Hounds do on 2nd and 14. Fleming in motion to give this to Theron. Theron Davis, stiff arm. Theron is another stiff arm. Theron Davis across the 15, stops, 10, 5, touchdown Theron Davis.
Tremendous, tremendous running by athletic number 2, Theron Davis.
Well, he's a good one, no doubt.
It's just fun to watch that guy, him and Monquell both, and Jadarius, all of our guys, all of our skill players. We've got so much speed. They can score at any time. They're a threat to go the distance no matter where they are on the football field. We covered a lot of real estate there to get another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown, and that's presented by Bratcher Real Estate at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
As we wait the point after, just a quick toss to Monquell. Monquell's going to get outside and it's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. Good. Hounds lead it here 48-13 with 1:49 here to go in the third quarter. Osceola 34-7 over the Mustangs in the third quarter. Boy, I thought that was going to be a ball game over there. I did too. I thought it was going to be a shootout.
And Hoxie comes in here next week.
Going to be hungry.
They'll be hungry. Yeah, you still have a chance to win conference championships even with a loss. You just got to beat everybody else and then hope somebody else gets beat. But anyway, so your backs are against the wall when you go 0-1 as far as winning a conference championship. I've seen it before when there's teams lost 2 and you had a tri-championship, or maybe even just a couple of guys tie for it. But more than likely, you've usually got one that runs the table, and when you lose one, you better be hungry because you can't lose another one. 1:26, and the clock will move.
Yes, I believe the sportsmanship rule is in effect. Which means the clock will not stop.
Another First Community Bank kickoff where community comes first. At 25-25 Malcolm, ball hits around the 25, going to pick it up to 22. Caden Johnson's going to sling him out of bounds. Played well right there.
Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, Business Renters. We're your shield, we're your shelter. Located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 523-6514. Sam Nicholson Farms, supporting Greyhound athletics for over 4 generations, and more on the way. The Nicholson Family Farms. Glass Plus, located at 1110 Highway 367 North, handling residential, commercial, automotive glass, including mirrors, screens, prints, picture framing, auto glass repair and replacement. 523-6514. And B&T Battery, the battery guys, carrying all types of batteries for your auto, boat, ATV, golf cart. Do sales and service on golf carts and oil changes on automobiles too. See at B&T Battery, 523-2758.
1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff up the middle. Played well by the Hounds. Antoine Hardaway, Tyler Johnson, Jakeevan Davis in on the tackle.
One of the few times tonight that they just lined up in a formation where they just handed the ball off.
It's going to end the third quarter. Hounds still lead here 48-13 over the Bobcats.
Folks, if you're looking for somebody to do your taxes or you need somebody to do your books for you, can I recommend Lou Allen Family and Company for accounting services, tax preparation, planning, management, consulting services, and all payroll. Representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. Call 523-6764. The Lou Allens been visiting with Zach last several days. He does cable 15 TV taxes, our personal taxes, Ben and Kelsey's, Grant's, and been doing ours for a long, long time. And they professional people and former Greyhounds in that office. Love doing business with them. Ben, can you get anything down there at Churchman's Building Center?
Just about anything you need. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
Yeah, we were doing our tax receipts just yesterday, and it took us about 2 hours to go through the Churchman Building Center receipts.
My favorite store in town.
I think they like you. If you need a key fob for your car, they do that too. I got me one of those there not too long ago for my 04 Yukon.
I mean, lumber, just traditional hardware to barbecue grills, paint. They have a gift shop. Candle, I mean, just you name it.
Clothing,
Yeah.
White hunting apparel.
2nd and 9 from the 28. High snap over the quarterback's head. He's going to try to pick it up and just throw one. He's actually got a man open. Monquel Cox is going to bring him down around the 25. It's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. Third and 13 now from the 25.
11:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Clock will continue to move as the sportsmanship rule is in effect.
Homecoming this coming weekend. 45-year class reunion for the class of 1974. That's a bunch of old folks.
How many years has it been?
45.
Hello.
Here's the snap. Going to hand it off up the middle. Jakeevan Davis, big lick right there.
Is that close?
Man, I'm just going to tell you, Jadarius Reed.
He's the bad boy mower collision of the week this week.
I don't think you're beating it.
No, I don't think you are either. And if somebody does hit one as good as he does, we'll call it a tie. Bad boy mowers. Hit with an attitude, baby. Subway Coaches Report and the player of the game. George Kell Motors sponsors that.
Darren Davis deep for the Hounds on 4th and 14. They will punt it away. Hounds are just going to let it roll out of bounds at the 45-yard line to where they'll mark it. Going to bring in some guys here. Some
number 53, Will Kitty. Number 64, Brady Cook. Number 59, Hunter Hurst.
Kieron Childress, Andrew Pitts.
Number 52, Michael Madison.
Gavin Tarwater, Tristan Griffin. Caden Johnson. Spencer Mullinax now checking in. I believe that's all of them. First and 10 for the Hounds from the 45. Let the play clock get at 5, and now we'll get ready to call play, and we'll hand it off to Keyron. Keyron, stiff arm. Keyron, he can go. Keyron to the 50, to the 49-yard line. Hunter Hurst whipping his guy over here.
Getting after people.
I like it.
With Keyron Childers, he looks like he's running a lot faster. They've got him listed at 5'6", 155. He's not 5'6", and he's not 155. But that kid, he's probably a 4.5 40 guy. I mean, he can fly. 2nd and 4 from the 49 in Bobcat territory. 8:55 remaining here in the contest. Here's the snap. Give this to Keyron. Keyron getting outside. Spencer Mullinax rolling the guy up. Keyron across the 40. Keyron sticking his head down, getting across the 35 to about the 34-yard line. First down for the Hounds.
Another GoGreenway.com first down for the Hounds. 8.5 to play in the football game. 48-13 in favor of the Hounds. Hounds had 3 defensive touchdowns in the first half. Only gave up a couple of scores.
One just a busted play there towards the end of half. And we'll fix that. 1st and 10 from the 34 with 8 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, the defense has been stellar tonight. I mean, absolutely stellar.
Bring the whole defense up here for player of the game.
I would agree.
I third that. Second that, third that.
And Josh fourths it.
Can I hear a fifth?
Here's the snap. Give this to Keyron. Keyron getting outside. Keyron cutting it up. Runs a guy over. Boy, Keyron Childers to the 30.
Hey, big things come in small packages. He hit that man like dynamite right there. It just exploded.
18, Aiden Green checking into the ball game.
7:30 to go here in the 4th quarter as the clock will continue to move due to the sportsmanship rule.
The gentleman's rule.
Gentleman's rule.
WRMC Medical Complex in Newport. You guys make me silly here. Fathead Pizza. Fathead, you know, that's one word and it's all caps. Fathead Pizza, the Hembry boys.
2nd and 5 from the 29 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Fake. Gavin's going to keep it. Tarwater. Ball's on the ground. Tristan Griffin's going to pick it up. Tristan Griffin's going to get brought down right around the 15-yard line.
Hunter Hurst out here battling his guy 10 yards down the field.
It's going to give us a first down, even on the fumble. Tristan Griffin just there, and it almost looked like Tristan was going to take it to the house.
GoGreenway.com, another first down.
1st and 10 from the 16. Hounds keeping the ball on the ground.
Both Newport and Walnut Ridge have their second team players in the football game.
Getting everybody adjusted at the line. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep with Tarwater. Tarwater's just going to stick his head down. Tarwater getting some yardage. Here comes the offensive line and everybody moving him. Inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Aiden Green with a big block there to lead Gavin through the hole.
Well, the second team guys are going to try because they feel like they've got something to prove too. So, I mean, these guys are going to try to score too.
Absolutely. Well, the Hounds are using every second of the 40-second clock. They're not trying to run up the score, but these kids deserve the opportunity to play hard. And if scoring is part of playing hard, then that's okay.
2nd and 1 from the 7. Get it off. Quarterback keep again. Tarwater sticking his head down. Tarwater's going to be inside the 5. It's going to bring up 1st and goal.
First down, Newport.
It's another Greenway Equipment Company first down. GoGreenway.com.
Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew, Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. 42 Sports. Like us on Facebook. You can also watch the football game there. Our games are on 42 Sports. Jackson's Funeral Home, White River Area Agency on Aging, Ben Black's Lawn Care Sprinkler System, and all those other 17 things that Ben Black does.
1st and goal from the 3.
what's that hydro stuff you talked about earlier?
Hydro seeding.
Hydro seeding.
It's the new way to plant grass. It's not new.
Here's the snap. Tarwater's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown. Well, the senior quarterback just getting his head down in there, and the Hounds will go up 54-13 as we wait the extra point.
Good for Gavin.
Yep.
Good for Gavin Tarwater.
Yes, sir.
4:05 remaining in the ball game.
And here's what our coaching staff thinks of Gavin Tarwater. We just weren't just running a quarterback laydown. We were saying, Gavin, earn this thing. Earn yourself a touchdown right here. Set up some plays where he could, possibly have great success in scoring a touchdown because what he has given to this program.
Will Kitty the snap. Chris Reynolds a hold. Colin Hill good on the extra point. Hounds lead at 55-13.
I happened to come out Wednesday afternoon and I was watching the Hill kid kick. He was down here on the other end and he was kicking them through the uprights just with the tee, nobody snapping, from 45 yards. He was kicking the ball through so the guy can kick, there's no doubt. And I know he's missed one or two tonight, but I like that kid. What grade's he in?
Junior.
Good.
Well, if you remember, a couple years ago, his older brother was a punter, Aaron.
Yes, he was. Aaron was,
and
yeah.
It
was a good one. He could boot it. Yeah, Aaron was a good one.
Jacob Gonzer out there, Dontavius Wakefield, Jamil Ballantyne, Kieron Childress, Caden Johnson, Tommy Colbert, Andrew Pitts, Colin Hill as we wait the kickoff, another First Community Bank kickoff. Kicked well right there, and it's going to be brought down around the 41-yard line. That's about as close as you can kick to the sideline without it going out of bounds right there. Great job, Hill.
Shout out to Mark McGee and Rashad Billingsley, Jared Camp, LeVar Neal, those guys. And got a guy down across the way, but I was going to talk about Coach McGee and the junior high football program. Just our junior high football team, I was talking with Coach Ward and Coach Fisher before the game. They said it's about as good a football team they've seen ever in junior high. Got a good group. And our Pee-wee groups have been good. Future looks bright for Newport football.
I believe the 6th grade's 4-0, and the 5th grade's 3-1, and the 4th grade's 3-1. So, I mean,
if you haven't seen our junior high team play, they'll be on the road this coming week at Hoxie, but then they play home with Harrisburg, Manila, and then on the road with Corning and Piggott. So they got a couple of weeks there that you could watch them play if you want to watch them here at home.
They blanked Walnut Ridge last night, I believe, 48-0. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep, nowhere to go. Played well. Jakeevan Davis. Also Spencer Mullinak's in on the tackle.
Football game brought to you by MOP Orthopedic Sports Medicine Clinic in Batesville. Robert Turner, financial advisor for Edward Jones. The Sonic Drive-In, ASU Newport, Farmers Tire Mart, Unity Health Harris Medical Center, Newport Economic Development Commission, the Bank of England Mortgage Company, Dr. Gavin McDowell, Customized Vision Care, the City of Newport, Newport Recycling Center.
2nd and 12, quarterback keep trying to get outside. Played well, big hit right there. Clemmy Alcorn out there.
El Puente Restaurant, Merchants and Planners Bank, the Solution Center, M&P Insurance Services, St. Michael's Place, and Eye Care RX Pharmacy.
Number 39 in there on the tackle, Jacob Gonzer. Another sophomore.
Jabril Brown. Chaterial Worsham, number 66, checking in the ballgame. Gonzer's in there. Hunter Hurst in there. Jalen Gist, Tommy Colbert, Andrew Pitts, among others, on 3rd and 14 with under a minute to go. Quarterback keep once again. Tristan Griffin in on the tackle.
All right, the bad boy mower collision of the week is
Jadarius Reed, without a doubt.
Early in the game, and he deserves the right for the bad boy mowers collision of the week. And who knows on the George Kell Motor Company player of the game? We'll see. Another substitution in if we can get that.
Braden Taylor checking into the ball game. It appears Walnut Ridge is going to let the time expire. Your Hounds win it here 55-13 in the first conference game over Walnut Ridge.
And Josh, what we'll do is try to get out of here quickly, get our equipment down here, and we'll do a Facebook Live. We may just do the first Facebook Live first, but then final thoughts, Ben Black.
Hey, great victory, great start to phase 2. Let's keep it going.
Hayden?
Next week's going to be another matchup. I mean, our conference is so top heavy with so many guys who can beat people week in and week out. And I know right now we're just looking for Hoxie and we're ready to beat them here at home.
Yeah, we're excited about it. It'll be the Hounds and the Hoxie Mustangs right here at legendary Greyhound Field. Hounds win at 55-13. The player of the game coming right up in the Subway Coaches Report. George Kell Motor Company brings you the player of the game, and it's Jakeven Davis. And Jakeven, first of all, a pick 6. You don't see that a lot in high school football. Tell me about what you saw. Tell me about running down every touchdown. Tell me about that play.
Well, like all week, coaches just been telling me like the pick is gonna be there. If I just like rat at it a little bit, the pick gonna be there. And like I saw it, then when I caught it, I was just thinking about running. So I just ran.
You ran, and yeah. Was there any question in your mind about whether or not you were going to get there?
I knew.
You knew, didn't you? You knew.
I knew I was determined to get there.
So I know that we were talking, and Hayden said that he heard Coach Reynolds holler about a play up. The play was coming up. Blah 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 blah. You pick it in, you take it in for a touchdown, and you scored some touchdowns in junior high, correct?
Yes, sir.
First one you scored in senior high?
Yes, sir.
How did it feel?
It felt great. I know you saw me run on the field. I felt great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, anytime. I mean, pick 6 and scooping scores. As a defensive player, that's what you want to do. But,
yes,
man, you were all over the field tonight. Have a clue how many tackles you had?
One of the guys told me I got 2 sacks.
Got 2 sacks, too? Cool. That's cool. Now, tell me about the position. Who's your position coach defensively? Who coaches your group?
Coach Reynolds.
Coach Reynolds.
Yes, sir.
What do y'all learn? What does he teach? I know Coach Reynolds is a great motivator, but talk a little bit about what Coach Reynolds brings to the table for you guys defensively.
Bring that hat.
Bring that hat.
Yes, sir. That's all he talk about. Is key, us linebackers, he teaches to like to key it up and just go downhill and hit. That's all.
When you talk about bring the hat, for those people that don't know, and I'm a former linebacker myself, been a long time ago. What does bring the hat mean? Tell folks what that means.
Go hit.
Go hit somebody.
Hard. Hit hard.
Now, tell me about this. Tell me about the week of preparation coming off the loss. How was the attitude? Obviously, it was pretty good. How was the attitude this week?
It was good.
Good.
Like getting deep in the season, our team, we starting to come together as a family. Actually, to me, we starting to come together as brothers. To get the conference champion, go to state, we come together.
Well, it takes that. It takes a lot of hard work, and you have to forget about it, and you correct those mistakes that we made last week, and then you come out and just a dominating effort. Talk a little bit about the rest of the guys on the defensive side, not necessarily individually, but just talk about your defense and your defensive
Our defense, we getting good. We still got a little proving to do. There's always more room to work to get better, but we getting good.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, they threw a touchdown pass, and then they got a fluke touchdown pass on it when we thought the quarterback was out of bounds.
I don't understand that. Like, he like the receiver, he ran out of bounds, then like went back inbounds. Like,
right, you can't do that. The quarterback was probably out of bounds too. But anyway, that's part of it. But I thought defensively we were outstanding in that. So obviously a pretty good week of preparation.
Yes, sir, it was. Like I said, you talk about hitting number 21 low, like hitting them low all week.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So when you played on a couple of great junior high teams.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference in junior high and what you guys did the last couple of years and then moving up into senior high? What's the biggest difference between playing in junior high and in senior high ball?
The crowd.
The crowd. Is that right?
Yes, and the pressure and the intensity, it get real high.
It does, doesn't it?
Like in Lone Oak, the intensity was real high. Like the pressure get real. It get real high.
It gets real, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
It gets real. And you just got to make plays.
Yes, sir.
Well, there's no doubt, Jakeven, that you had an outstanding game tonight, and I look forward to you playing for the next couple of years. And lots of great young talent on this team. And y'all got talent coming. It's got a young group behind you that's pretty good, too. So what's the plan? What's the plan for the coming week?
I mean, 0-0.
That's right. Go 1-0.
Yes, sir.
We just need to go 1-0 this week. Yes, Theron told me that after game 1. Theron said, I said, well, what's the plan for next week? He said, well, it'll be a 0-0 game. Let's go 1-0. We've got to go 1-0 every week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jakeven, we appreciate Jakeven Davis. He's our George Kell Motor Company Player of the Week at a big 55-13 victory. Coach Hansley show coming up next. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
And the coaches report brought to you by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter. Mark Hansley joins us in the victorious coach. And you're up here, win, lose, draw. Of course, don't ever draw, but win or lose. But the Hounds win 55-13 tonight. First thing, Coach, congratulations.
Yep.
Big conference victory for the Hounds because it's 1-0 in conference.
That's right, 1-0. You know, we joke about it all the time. We make it our thing. And you know, I have a goal ladder in there that we talk about, you know, how we take opponents out starting a conference, and this is where it starts. The goal ladder starts here. We don't really count our non-conferences. We only learn from those. But now, you know, we have the Walnut Ridge block in there that we're going to all sign and take from the goal ladder. So it's something that we have been talking about since spring, that we talked about every year, that, you know, this is where we start our season. It really is. And taking them down and getting 1-0 in conference is what we're after.
Well, anytime that you can get 55 on the board, and it doesn't matter how you get them on the board, but
yeah,
you've had a good night. But we want to talk defensively.
Yes.
We got after folks defensively tonight. Had, what, three? We had a couple of scoops and scores. Had a pick
2 scoop and scores and a pick 6.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the defense.
I think we cost about 3 fumbles. It was everything. You know, we came in on Saturday. Well, technically we came in on Friday, and we just made a point to say that's not how we play football at Newport. And we made it our goal to get better defensively, and we really sold out to getting better defensively this week, and making the kids believe in what we're doing, you know, trying to really sell out to what we want to be. And tonight, that's why it was really comforting to see our guys be in the right spots at the right time, gave up a few explosive plays, but all in all, that's not bad.
Hello, Max Black. Max Black is joining us in the booth. Come on, you come over here by me, buddy. Come on over here. Let that boy come here. Come right here and join this interview with it. You know Coach Hansley?
I can handle it.
You know Coach Hansley, don't you?
How about them Hounds?
Say, how about them Hounds? Say, go Hounds.
That's what I'm talking about.
Say, go Hounds.
There's that. I like that.
But anyway, visit with Coach Mark Hansley, and Max joins us. I might have said Grant, but Max joins us for a little while, and that's okay. Coach, we talk about that defense, but offensively, we did some good things. We did some good, offensively. I want to say this before we get to talk about the offense. Chris Reynolds, I thought, was just everywhere tonight.
Yeah. On
both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively.
Yeah.
And I thought Weston Henderson was going to hurt somebody.
Hey, you know, and I'll be honest with you. When we were down there and we're talking about who we wanted to send up here, you know, we were trying to make a point about defense. But, you know, talking about who we could have sent up here, I was thinking, you know, what lineman could we send up here? Because, you know, I thought we did a great job on the front tonight. Chris Reynolds was another, and Jadarius, it was all over the place. I mean, everybody, you know, that's what I told him. I was like, we're going to play our role tonight. We're going to have no excuses. We're going to do our job. And I'll tell you what, man, across the board, these kids competed. It was just a different look for us tonight. And multiple people could have got any kind of acknowledgments tonight. But you're right, man. Chris Reynolds is, and you probably just see him so much.
Well, he's tall, big tall kid,
but he just makes plays. I mean, the one, you know, he blocked the field goal down here, and I mean, he's just everywhere, and he's a good hand just because of his size and his hands. He's so unbelievable with how he can reach outside of his body and catch the football. It's just unbelievable every day when I see it.
We talked about a couple of plays that he made, and then we kind of kidded around and said, I wonder if he got any coaching after practice when he got home at night.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, is there any doubt the kid gets coached probably 24/7?
Exactly. Well,
but that's the life of a coach's son, you know it.
And Ben talked about you know, those kids playing out in the yard, living, you know, right there in his neighborhood. He and Cash, little kids. I mean, one of the things they ever wanted to be was a Greyhound football player.
I know,
and that's the way all these kids are.
They are. You know, and there's so much pressure that goes with it too, believe it or not. And they know what they have to carry every Friday, and to come out and just keep playing. And I put them under tremendous pressure too, and just come out and play like that, and it's always great to watch.
You'll see it tomorrow, but Jakeevan talked about that. He talked about the pressure difference in junior high and senior high, talked about the crowd being big and then the pressure. He said, you know, when you get to senior high, so there's pressure.
Well, you know what? You know, it's funny he said that, because I didn't talk about that with the kids, but we talked about it as coaches, is that is the main difference in junior high and senior high, because these kids are good. There's no doubt about it. But the one thing that they're learning now is the pressure. And you know, and you can see it sometimes when you try to talk to them on the sideline. It's that pressure element. It's not that the game is that much faster. It is. It's not that they're any less ability, you know, from the guy across from him, because there he is. I mean, some, but it's the pressure that, you know, because I've been there. I've been a junior high coach before, and, you know, if you lose a game on Thursday, you go to Walmart and everybody's, you know, hey, coach, you lose it on Friday, you know, everybody may kind of, you know, I want to go to the next row and look for something else. So it's just the pressure of the game, and these kids are kind of figuring out, but they're going to be a special group. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I didn't want to just pick, you know, pick those particular guys because I could have talked about any kid that was on that field in that. I mean,
oh, man.
You look at Monquel and I mean Eli. And,
well, Monquel playing with the stomach virus.
Oh, is that right?
He's been sick, and man, he just gutted out. Was at school all day, and then come out here and you know that's
awesome.
what I asked him. I told him before the game. I said, well, where you at? He said 80%. I said, well, I'm gonna need 100% of that 80%, and which doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
But at the time, it was like great coach motivation.
I want all the 80%.
And so and he come out and gutted it out. Justin Simmons not feeling real well. A lot of kids just not feeling well. It's just the sickness. We've had it going through school, and for them to come out and just gut it out. Gideon Ball gets hurt. He guts it out.
Gideon, yeah.
Jadarius is cramping again. He just keeps gutting it out. Numerous people. Man, you talk about it tonight. We just seriously just gutted out a win tonight.
Well, it's exciting when you win, and it's exciting when you win a conference game because you can't go 2-0 in the conference, and we're going to just try to go 1-0 this coming week. Got Hoxie coming in town. We're going to celebrate this victory tonight. 55-13, Walnut Ridge comes up a little short against the Newport Greyhounds, and it was just, I mean, I just look at this game back in my mind. I said, just the defense just kept coming and coming and coming. Offense made the plays when we needed to make plays, and it was a great victory for the Hounds.
It is, and that's kind of how we wanted it. We always talk about we're going to defer. We're going to come out with the lead in the second half, run the football, and it's kind of what we try to do. And when the defense steps up like they did tonight, it makes everything tie together.
Well, that's a wrap. That's a wrap by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter. As Coach Mark Hinsley, and as always, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And we want to remind everybody our show's brought to you by those folks out there at Subway. Each and every Friday night, you get to see them on Saturday morning. Until next time, go Hounds.